live with the Maasai tribe for 3 months to know everything I could about them. And the most prized member of that tribe was the storytellers, because they would pass down from generation to generation the stories of the most powerful members of the community, the most noble member of the community, the most courageous member of the community, so that the young Maasai warriors would know that they came out of something. Because they understood, if you don't know what you come out of, if you don't know your history and those who have changed it, you will have no self-esteem. But if you are aware of the most courageous and the best among us, then you will give everything you have to the tribe. Now, you are blessed tonight, because when you're my age, you're going to be able to tell the story of listening to one of the most noble, most courageous people I know. A person who has enough dignity and integrity to make a blanket that would cover us all. She is a person, by simply standing up alone, changed the world. And never have I been more honored in my 70 years to be able to stand up to help you create a new story for the next generations of the night you sat in the room. That you sat in the room and you heard Edie Windsor speak. Ladies and gentlemen,
know my story. I was engaged and married to the Aspire in 1967, and we got married in 2007. So it was a very long engagement. And we'd gone to Canada to get married because though New York still didn't allow marriage, and none of the other states could accommodate us who did have it. It turned out that New York State's Constitution allows and in fact respects all legal marriages, no matter what. So we went to Canada and did that. And when I came back, and there was a documentary about me at the. And I thought, okay, I have here a documented marriage, and I'm going to go to court. I had to pay a large payment as inheritance tax, which you don't have to make if you're married according to the federal government. And there was this law called DOMA, which said marriage is only, that this country only recognized marriage between a man and a woman. So we had to get rid of DOMA. And what in fact happened is we went through the courts. Oh, first of all, I walked around with this documentary saying, hey, I have a documented marriage, somebody help me. And there wasn't a lot of help, but I had an activist friend who was annoyed as hell that nobody was helping, and went to a friend of his who was in the business of getting people who needed lawyers, and getting lawyers jobs and things like that. And this guy called me up and said, hey, it would be all right with you if I call a few lawyers that I know that might help. And then this incredible woman, walked into my house the next day, okay, showed me a law case that she had lost, trying to get marriage in New York State. And I thought, what? And she wanted me to read it first before I said yes. I wanted to do it with her. And it was a great brief, and I thought that was great. But I also thought she was gutsy as hell because if you really want this client, you're not about to tell her here's what you lost. Anyhow, we did it and we won. We went all the way to the Supreme Court. And we won. DOMA doesn't exist anymore. Well, it does exist, but the part that says man and a woman only has been completely killed from it. Now, okay, as soon as that got settled, because I had been doing a lot of work with a lot of the gay organizations on, fighting for marriage for us. So as soon as that was all settled, though, I thought, okay, where do I belong next? And I realized I belong with the kids, okay? And I thought mostly in terms of kids, living in the streets and stuff. And then I realized, no, we have to go up to kids who need help, okay? Just getting out of whatever they're stuck in, okay? Getting into schools and that kind of thing. And that's how I got in touch with all these guys. When I became aware and concerned about today's LGBT youth, so of course I became more aware of Live Out Loud and its goal. And I think, Leo probably took most of my speech. I'm going to read what I wrote. As elicited by Leo in his founding, forgive me, I say we, you, and our, or Live Out Loud, all meaning this organization. I get caught up and I can't differentiate myself from us and the organization. I so appreciate your high school programs, especially enriched every year with detailed preparation for each program. A couple of people asked me who are in the audience, asked about what actually do these guys do, and I thought I would repeat what's in that book that was given out, which I think everybody should reread just to get caught up again. Okay, the Live Out Loud High School partnership with Gay Straight Alliance clubs, for which you create new lesson plans every school year, 20 high schools every month of the school year. This is incredible, just incredible. The Homecoming Project, a national project that prepares community members to return to their hometown high schools, to share their own stories. 23 states bringing 122 role model speakers back to their high schools to inspire the next generation of LGBT youth and to really expose to their straight allies, okay, what their lives were like, okay, and what they could be. Okay. Behind the scenes partners with corporate LGBT affinity groups, we've heard from some tonight, okay, to connect students with out professionals who can provide career and personal guidance. Samples are Google, HBO, NBC, New York Times, and Viacom, and of course we heard the grand one tonight. And the other thing that we've heard about are the Trailblazer Scholarship Fund. Okay, scholarships awarded to these LGBT senior scholars for their outstanding leadership. I'm going to take the privilege to myself congratulate all of tonight's honorees and our scholarship recipients. Thank you, Leo, for once again giving me the opportunity to learn about the extraordinary ongoing growth of what you founded some 15 years ago. I must add that I feel doubly proud and honored to have been introduced tonight by a nationally revered LGBT icon, David Bixner. And I feel so very honored to receive Live Out Loud's Legacy Award. Thank you all for being here tonight, supporting Live Out Loud. Most of you supporting with dollars, We always need it, and just, I'm thrilled to be here and part of it. We go near the Hamptons in the summer. Okay? There was a guy, okay, named James Lassane, who does a one-man show about a gay boy who committed suicide, okay, in circumstances that many of us would have known before we began to work at getting his thing. But the thing about it is that I wanted to announce is, though it's happening from July 18 through July 24, on Monday, July 18 and Saturday, July 24, all of the proceeds go to Live Out Loud.